Here's a funeral cash plan that guarantees you free coverage in the future. Throughout your career, you have made contributions to a funeral plan. Eventually, you retire and cannot afford the premiums, and your policy expires. Are you heading in that direction? Let Diaspora Insurance take care of you. When you take out a Diaspora funeral cash plan, you'll never have to worry about this again. Your future coverage is guaranteed. You can get a free quick quote right now and start the journey to free coverage in the future when you cannot afford your premiums. Your peace of mind is only a WhatsApp message away. +44 770 3838 304 or +27 659 070 419. Get in touch now. 24/7 quote and apply at diasporainsurance.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Good evening, and I hope you're enjoying yourself a beautiful Sunday evening, relaxed and enjoying your end of the week or the beginning of the week, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. This is Joy Zenz, the founder of Africa Women in Europe. I want to give a shout out to all of you out there. I can see already my people are in the queue. Today is a very important day. We'll be speaking and discussing about completely another angle. And yes, how can African diaspora start smart farming? With which farming? There are smart way of doing business also from far. And we'll be discussing that today with none other than Kate Wambugu. If you all know about Wambugu Apple, you will relate with this. If not, don't worry. Today is going to be. So first of all, I want to apologize. We are very late. We have 30 minutes. Our guest had a hiccup, and I'm hoping she'll catch up and will be here with us, as I confirm shortly. And she is very excited to be here because she has nuggets, information, and the energy this lady has. No wonder she's called Ambassador Kate Wambugu. She'll be here to talk to us about a lot of information, how she started, and how we can be part of this smart farming apples in Africa. Come on, guys. You know how it is in back home, how we got educated in the school, or A for apple. Some of us have never seen it in Africa. So, but this is gonna blow your mind how you can be part of this celebration and what has been done already, and how family business is very important. So we'll be coming up to that. First of all, I want to acknowledge you. Let me know where you're listening me up from. I can see we are on YouTube as well, Africa Women in Europe YouTube, and I can see we on Facebook. Hi, Matilda from the way from Germany. Please let me know where you're listening up. It's good to have an engaging discussion. Today it's going to be very engaging. Prepare your questions as much as possible because we'll be talking about how smart farming. We have had this discussion before into big more. Please tell me where you're listening me from. Let me know. Write for me on the chat. We are also on I can see on X, that used to be Twitter before. We are also on Facebook, on my page, Joy Awe. I can see that some of you are listening from there. Share as much as possible. Let me hear where you're listening. Engage with me on the chat. London is here. Welcome. I can see Petronila. Thank you for joining us. Who else? Let me know where you're listening from. Give me engage and give me the energies needed, because the guest we need today is a very, very, very important. And if you're diaspora, you should be here. And the Netherlands. Welcome, Anu and Jiko, listening. Share. Let me know where you are. Diaspora, don't leave any diaspora behind from this. If you own a land anywhere in Africa, dead capital, we call it. Let's make use of that dead capital. We'll be talking about that slowly. But thank you, Kadogo, our representative from in Netherlands. I guess she's in Kisumu right now. Wow. We envy you. Welcome. Share, please. Namibia is here. Welcome, Namibia. I know Wambugu Apple, I'm sure is in Namibia right now. No country is limited. Invite as many diaspora from Africa, because it's going to be mind-blowing from most of you. What has been done, and why are you so late? Why not start now? Smart farming. For you, diaspora with idle land there at home, just dead capital, and people are hungry back at home. 10 acres, 20 acres, I don't know how many acres. How much land can you buy? Let's make use of it now. So we'll be talking about how to do it in a smart way. Germany is here. My representative from Germany, Hamburg, Hilda. Welcome. So as you are typing me where you're from, just to give you a little bit about, you saw the first, I played a clip, who we are and what you're doing. We also have so many things that we do as Africa Women. And if you haven't registered with us, it's actually for free. Yes, Africa Women in Europe, to join us is for free. Our website is www.africawomenineurope.eu. Very important, .eu. Don't forget that. I'll put it up there again. I can see it's also there running on the screen. Check on us, see who we are, what we do, what do we believe in, so that you can be part of us and not be left out. We do a lot of projects, as you have seen. We have the Africa Women in Trade. We just had a webinar just not ago, again, talking about great stuff, how you can, what projects are there, what's happening in the country, what can you do, indigenous plants, and what you can take part in. So hang on there. My guest is just about to join us, and she will be here to give you also the nuggets of the facts, what you can do. I can see someone there is writing to us. Thank you. Munich is in the house. Welcome. So I want to just give you a highlight before you forget that we also have events coming up, and you don't want to miss out. In most of the countries that we have had in the past last year, but one, we'll be hosting an event around your corner. And some of these topics that we talked today about will be there, as you can see there on the screen, and it's going to be updated. This is some dates have changed. We know Germany is going to be in May, and we have also June and July. We'll be having June in Netherlands, July in Brussels, and then we have also August in Switzerland, And very shortly after that, we'll have UK. And all these ladies, as you can see here, let me should present them to you. We don't do this on our own. We've done this for 17 years, hosting events, talking about what we do, empowering you, and advancing from one step to another one. Let me introduce our people who have been working together very close. The team from UK is led by Milka Muigai, who is all the way from UK, doing amazing. And you can see there, she's also a director, as well as we speak right now, a director as well of AFWI Trade, which is the Africa Women in Trade, and very happy to have her on board with her expertise. And together, she works closely with Margaret Mulwa. Oh, this is another great farmer. I love her energy. She works very busy, but working from a distance, from the diaspora. She is quite a good insight, TV, and I hope you're here as well, so that you can also exchange that in details. And then we have Germany as well. Germany, we have Hilda Hoyer together with Elizabeth Ragwa, who I met recently in Berlin, and we'll be having more conversations with the team and bigger team also working in that group. We also have Kadogo, who just was here with us. Hi, Kadogo, there she is, the representative of Holland and Netherlands as we speak. Switzerland also coming very, very strongly. We have Jael Blind. She's very quick, going to be organizing together with her team in Switzerland. We're going to have a very, very interesting event there. We also have Brussels, and which is in Belgium, a team there as well. We met there last year for the awards, and now heading to the country. So this means that you can go to any country that you want to go in there. So there is a lot of things happening, and I want you not to be left out. Check out on our website, as I mentioned, www.africawomenineurope.eu. So that's where you can get a lot of information, register with us. And also, our guest is coming shortly, and I'm waiting, but I'm not rushing her because we rather have her here and longer, because she is just about to join us. And the topic is how diaspora can start smart farming. And as you have seen on the flyer, let me just share with you the flyer as well. To also keep you updated what we'll be talking about. So it will be, we'll be talking with her, and that's the Ambassador Kate. You can see there with ourselves. But the topics, maybe I can highlight to you what you should be expecting to hear about. You'll be hearing also, she'll be introducing herself, and we also talk about her story, how they started with the Wambugu Apple. So stay tuned, and then we're going to hear the vision and the mission of Wambugu Apples, and how does that vision and mission, how they see diaspora trapping into this vision and not leaving you behind, and what have they done. Also, how is the market of Wambugu's Apple in Africa? Yes, you want to go into market to start apple farming. How is the market? Because you always say market first before coming with a product. What does the market need? And that's how she also explained to her, is it a booming business or not? But I can tell you, of course, you cannot exhaust the market. As you had, Apple is a new product that is in the continent now and can be grown anywhere, especially the brand. The Wambugu Apple is from where. So I'm not going to give you lots, but I'm just giving you tips what she's going to be talking about. She's going to tell us, also explain to us how she sees us and the process of starting. How can you start? How can you, from a distance as a diaspora, how can you be part of this as well? And which countries is she representing until now? So these are the same, lots of topics will be coming, but let me engage with you. Let me know where you're listening me from. I can see here. And also put your question. What question would you like to ask Wambugu Apple's Kate, the ambassador? Since you have not seen her, she's very active on her Facebook and also on YouTube. Great inside Mugo. Thank you so much. Tuned in, Mark. Thank you so much from Kisumu, Kenya, Santi. So guys, she's just about to join us and she'll be telling us more. But let's talk about a little bit about diaspora. What is it? what issues are we diaspora facing at the moment? There's something that you have seen. I played a short video there. I would like to talk about before Kate comes is about protecting ourselves. How have you prepared yourself in terms of life after death? You have seen, and I can tell you the other day I was in Berlin. There's a lot of we're losing a lot of our diasporan people, and we need to get prepared. So I also want to throw that in there to check on the diaspora cash cover, and I showed you the video, and I'll show you again because this helps you to secure yourself. Also, your people back at home, they have very great packages, and you can be part of that because it's something I believe in and can help a lot of us because we are losing our people every other day. And how can we have a system? And we have it already, and not only for one country. From all the countries you can imagine in Africa, almost. And this means that wherever you are, if you pass on from a different country, even back at home, that money will be used for you, given cash. So it's up to you how you want it. And you can see the packages, how you can do it. So let's be mindful because we're in the diaspora. We know we're thinking that we can only do so much as a diaspora. We can only give so much. And if it's every other day, then it becomes a burden for a group of people. So the good thing about the diaspora insurance is that they also have group packages. And I can tell you, if you're a group, you get a very good package than an individual. It's as little as 20 and you get quite a lot per month, but you get a lot. So there is a package for groups, especially those welfare groups. You know who you are. The welfare groups jump onto this as fast as possible. So I want to throw in there, let me know where you're listening me from. I can see a lot of you are joining. I can see a lot of excitement here. Botswana is here. Rose, welcome. Thank you for joining. Peter, yes, you better come. I'm sure you have so many lands in Kenya. From Stuttgart, Karibu Sana, very interesting. The guest is just about to join us in a few minutes. She had a delay. That's why we had to drag the meeting a little bit to make sure that she arrives in safe, and she's here with us. And I can see somebody else from Kisumu here, Kenya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get engaged, and I'm looking forward to connect with you in person. If you're in the diaspora, as I mentioned, we have a lot of events waiting for you. We are excited to be part of you and be to see how we can work together. You've been seeing me traveling around and looking for opportunities. All these I'll be sharing with all of you how you can be part of that. Recently, I've been in Berlin, and to see some of as my guests today who is coming, I met her in Berlin. These are things that you can also do, support our people back at home, show the opportunities that are here. And that's what we as a diaspora owe the continent. And as an individual, I can do so much, but together we are much better off. So there's a lot of these. If you want to join that group of ours, it's called a trade group, business group as well. You can text me and I can see how you can come in, but please come with an open mind how you can. I can see Stella is here from Nairobi. Karibu Sana. Yes, we can't wait for you to get to Germany. Thank you so much. That's a upcoming. Our ambassador in Germany is here, and that's Stella Orina. And thank you for joining. She has always been following us for long since we started projects, video projects. I love the energy that she brings with her. Also the business concept. And we're looking forward to embrace you also here in Germany as you come as well. So guests, don't be, just give me a few minutes as I check on my guests. Meanwhile, I'll share with you a video about who we are and what we stand for so that we can come back again here and also continue with this conversation. Meantime, I'll show you a video that will give you a highlight of who we are. So give me a few seconds and we'll be getting back to you to check on my guests. Thank you.
Funeral cover for less than a cup of coffee. Peace of mind is not as expensive as you may think. For just one day, you can forego your cup of coffee for your monthly Diaspora funeral cash plan cover. To find out how much premium you would pay, get a quote today. Visit www.diasporainsurance.com/get-quote. WhatsApp +44 770 3838 304 UK and international. WhatsApp +27 659 070 419 South Africa and rest of Africa. Funeral cover for less than a cup of coffee.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome. I can hope you have seen who we are and what we have done. 17 years, going 18, very soon celebrating 20. Our Africa Women in Europe, very dynamic group. We've grown together when the kids are small, and we exchange quite a lot of information, and now we have grown and become a very, very active team, and we're very excited. Today, I can confirm that our guest is here with us, none other as Kate Wambugu, and she is just joining. I give her a few minutes as she prepares herself and bring her here to get started. I can imagine she needs energy to calm down before she join here. But I want to hear from you. Where are you listening up from? And tell me, have you ever done farming? How many lands? I don't want to disclose your wealth, but have you done any farming from a distance, from the diaspora, on your lands? Could you write for me on the chat? Have you ever tried? Is this something of interest? Just to gauge the kind of people who are here and what your expectations are. And would you dare to do farming from a distance and trust other people to run your business back at home? So this is something that we want to discuss today. Very, very intense, and none other than Kate, our Wambugu ambassador. Let me share her photo. She's a very if you see how on the you'd laugh. You might want to start farming immediately. That is Kate. She's here already, but I give her some time to get chill down to join us. And as farmers, they're very busy, very, very busy group right now, growing beyond. And if you haven't seen this face and the red hair, that's her status of Kate Wambugu. And you will be seeing her videos. And she just came out actually just today from Zimbabwe, and so she's in a rush. So that's why you can understand she's always ambassador, showing all her products everywhere and doing a great work. I can see she's here. Have you come down, my dear? Are you ready for us? We have a lot of people here waiting for you. I can see you're sweating a little bit. How are you?
Fine. I was running. Oh, God.
The lady on the right, we're going to give you a name. You're traveling. Karibu. Take a sip of water. And I know you have quite busy as we wait for you to get started. And we are very excited to have you here, first of all, because this is a platform, and the people can't wait to get you. We have ambassadors here. Can you imagine, from Germany, waiting to hear this lady? So get ready. We have farmers here. I can tell you we have, what else do we have here? Keep throwing me the chat. Let me show Zambia. Your people are here. Yeah, from Zambia. I know you have been in Zambia doing it. You should even be telling us which countries you're in. Germany is here. We also have Namibia is also here in the house. Welcome everyone. Also Netherlands, right now in Kisumu, but also we also have people there, and also London. Guys, you haven't seen your country, let me know where you're listening us from, and your expectation as well. So we are all ready for you. And I can see a lot of me thrilled to, someone has left a message, thrilled to extend a huge congratulations to our diaspora and their remarkable achievement. Thank you so much. A special shout out to Kadogo Nyade for her exceptional contribution and dedication, your hard work and creativity have not gone unnoticed. Keep inspiring and leading the excellence. That's perfect. That's for you, Kadogo. I hope you have heard that. She's one of the country representatives in Netherlands, and a lady who is very powerful. I admire her energy. And she could be a farmer very soon. Kadogo, stay on. I know you're doing hotels and how tourism, but we are ready for. So let me know, as Kate, when you're ready, we can get started, because we can't start. I mean, we want to hear from you and your journeys and everything else. I had already talked about you. I think they're all tired hearing me. I mean, shut up, Joy. It's time for Kate. There you go. The stage. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you are, so that we get connected. Those people who have never heard about you. Welcome.
Wow. Hey. I'm so happy to be here. First of all, I apologize for being late, but I was on a journey and I made it. Thank you very much, everyone. I can see Zambia here. I will say Urishani, Ribaji. I'm happy to meet all of you in Namibia. And I'm so happy. My name is Kate, the ambassador of Wambugu Apples. And I'm the ambassador of my daddy's work, which he started a long time ago, and that's why I've chosen to be the ambassador. And I'm married and I have kids, and I'm also a farmer who is born again also. And I'm happy to be here and say that I'm proud to be a farmer. Actually, now I left the farm now. That can tell you, I can tell you how sometimes I'm so dedicated because I love doing this and I do it with a lot of passion, and that is in the blood. So that's why I had to running here. I'm so excited to be here. First of all, I would say that that's why I was running out from the farm, and because tomorrow I'll be in Zambia. I'm so happy to see Zambia here. So I was preparing. Imagine.
You were the other day in Zimbabwe, right?
Yes, Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa. Yes.
Oh,
so I had to do my best. So tomorrow I'll be in Zambia, in Copper. I'll first of all be in Lusaka. Then I'll go to Copper Belt, that is Kitwe through Dola. So those one in Zambia. Let's meet tomorrow in Lusaka, and then we will have a time that we'll be having together. Wow. Yes.
I can't wait to hear that. Just hold that thought. We need to know which countries are there. But before we get there, maybe tell us a little the story of Wambugu Apple. Just how did it all start? And what is anyway Wambugu Apple? Some people are wondering, what is Wambugu Apple?
Okay, Wambugu Apples is an apple. Is a work that my dad started back in 1985 when he was still young, but still now he's young and still he's doing it. It was named after his name by the government of Kenya after propagating an apple, and then the apple started fruiting at 9 months. And that is how it is amazing, because once you plant, within 9 months you start fruiting. And also it can do well in any kind of climate and also soil, and it can thrive very well. And within 9 months, that tree will start fruiting and giving you some fruits. And it has a very big of a long shelf life, the fruits, and also the lifespan is longer because it will be there over 80 years. So that's the longest it can be, and make it so amazing because one, it is a disease resistance, and it is not labor intensive also. So it's something that you're able to manage and also to maintain. You don't have to do the chemicals. We try to do a lot of organic farming. That is why we don't use chemicals and all that. So we do it organically, and it thrives very, very, very well. And given whichever soil that you have, it can be able to do well. And that is the amazing Wambugu Apple. And after growing from that 1985, because for me, I was born in 1882. So you can imagine after 2 or 3 years, I found myself in apple farming when I was that young. And now I chose to be the ambassador of my daddy. And that's why I'm called Wambugu Apple's ambassador. My real name is Catherine, but I thank God for this farm. It's an amazing apple. we have tried it in many countries. Now we are in over 37 countries. The farthest is Grenada and Jamaica. That is the Caribbean line. And I thank God because Africa is doing very well.
Oh, she dropped. Oh, sorry about that. She'll come back again. I noticed there was a hiccup. She was freezing. I hope she'll make it join again. But as you had it, I hope you had 80 years and a brand of their own. I mean, she's competing with the European markets because if you are in Europe, like in Germany, the Pink Lady, the so many other type of apples are named there, especially the Pink Lady. So we have our own. Our African brand from Kenya, which is called Wambugu Apple, which is already trademark and already ready to go to the market and recognized as a space. And the good thing of that, and I'm happy she's back again. Let me hope. Yeah, there you are. Yes.
Sorry.
You are freezing, but I just thought it was on my side. But sorry, you came back. But let's go back to that. So to make people understand that, I was telling them, this is not just any other apple on the street. So it is patent, it is it's trademark, and it belongs to you, your family, and your father as the owner of the trademark, which is Wambugu Apple, which is the official name. So that means you're competing with the European market. How does that make you people feel? Because Apple is not an African product, let's be honest. Although I was saying, we learn A for apple or an apple, wherever you hit kindergarten you went, and you've never seen that. So how does that make your family and yourself feeling? Because this is amazing.
Dedicated to this, and after few things happened, and then my daddy was advised to patent. I use the name of patent. So he owns the plant bleeders, right? So it's patented. It's a trademark by itself. So we did this because of the future of these Wambugu apples, even for the African farmers that we have. So it's a great honor, and we thank God whenever we are, because very soon we'll be doing other things, not only having the apple by whole, so we'll be doing other things. And seeing this progress, we really thank God. And it's something that you can do, is a business that you can venture. It's not just being a farmer, it's not just doing agriculture, it's also business. For us, since I was born, we have been living apple, not apple, but Wambugu apples. And we have seen our lives. You have seen this taking our kids to school, as we did. For me, I learned even my siblings through this. So it's a business we can do. And I've been working with farmers, which I'm able now to, because there are those that doesn't know even what it is or which step to take to do the apple farming. So I've been working with farmers and training them also, and making sure that at every step that we work together, and not on working together, even to the market. Because investing in agriculture to anyone is okay and it's easy, but the big question always has been that, where do I take my produce? So that is where we are, and we are doing very well. And I thank God. And this one is the joy of every farm, that any produce that you get from the farm, you're able to take it to the market. So far so good. That is where we are as Wambugu Apples, and as the ambassador of Wambugu Apples.
Wow. I like that. And looking at back the vision and the mission, it went beyond just wanting to sell, and now you're even going to other countries. So it's so could you maybe help us? What is the vision and the mission of Wambugu Apples?
We have a mission that we have been working onto it, that we want to see Wambugu apples in the shelves of supermarkets. And as I said, not only for the whole fruit, but value-added fruit. So we would want to see our kids going to school, having an apple as a crisp, or having a bottle of Chewies, written Wambugu apples. And let me tell you, Joy, when you taste Wambugu apples, you realize it's Wambugu apples. It's crunchy, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's awesome. For real, it's good. we have been inviting farmers in our farm, and we take them through, and those who have tasted have witnessed. We have been having all these countries that I've mentioned, and most of them who are here, and they have witnessed this. So it doesn't oxidize when you have that apple, and that tells you how organic it is, and that is what the joy, because sometimes we consume a lot, but we are not sure what we are eating. But when we see that anyone doing an apple, you're able to say you're really, really keeping a doctor away. Not just having an apple, or not just having a fruit, and then you have some issues later on. But this one, when you consume this, you are able to live long. So that is the biggest mission that we have. And seeing that Africa has this great apple that can be able to accommodate, whether in the lowland or the highlands, any kind of attitude or any kind of soil, that every going also kids to school can enjoy an apple, whether in the town, whether in the urban, or whether in the rural areas.
And not only where you are in Kenya, because people need to know that you're in Kenya, but you're looking at this in every supermarket in Africa. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think you've lost me. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me? I think you're muted as well. Okay, we're having technical small hiccups there, but we can see I can't unmute you. Try to unmute on your side. Oh, now I can unmute. Can you hear me now? Okay, we have some small hiccups there, but maybe Kate, you can join again. Try to join again, and we'll bring her back again to try to make sure that it's working. Somehow she cannot hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. I'm getting.
Okay. Good. No, we had lost you a bit. So I mean, we are very excited. I hope everybody's excited there. We have around over 30 people here listening, engaging as well. I'm not hearing. Okay, someone said not hearing, but I think it's back again now. Before we couldn't hear. Let's see whether on your side it's all done. It's okay on your side. So guys, prepare yourself your question as we are going on. We are very excited. Yeah, it's all about the diaspora coming in, how diaspora can start farming. And this is where I want, before even I go to the diaspora, you said you're going to Zambia. How many countries are you now in Africa where you send your seedling? And people have to understand this. You actually have a nursery where you produce your own Wambugu Apple seedlings, where you transport them to other countries to try farming. Could you tell us which countries you are in and how is that journey?
Yeah, as I said, we are brand propagators also, and we realized that there are those countries in Africa that have not even seen a fruiting apple, maybe online, but there are those who have never seen a tree in their farms. And we started now making some moves out of Kenya. And so far, so good. We are almost now over 37 countries in the world. So different, being the Philippines, but mostly in Africa, we have Zambia. We have, which is doing very well. Those are the countries that I'm mentioning, they are doing quite okay. Like Zimbabwe, they are doing very well, very well. We have Zimbabwe in Gutu. We have also in Brawayo, Harare. All these places have been doing very well. Later in Botswana, and I was so glad to meet the president of Botswana just the day after yesterday, and I was so happy.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also joined us as Wambugu Apple. And he said, Kate is my ambassador. I was like, wow. So Botswana is doing very well.
Was he not the same one who landed in Kenya the other day and you were not around?
Yeah, I was not around, and he said that he wanted to see me. I had to send my husband, but he said, "Do and tell Kate that I need to see her because she's my ambassador." So it was exciting. Wow. And he's doing very well in Botswana. And I thank God that is Francistown, we have Gaborone, we have Maun, and we have Sirinani, Mropolore, all these places in Botswana is doing very, very well.
You already you know all the cities in most of
Yeah,
the countries. I love that. I can see your Zimbabwean people are here. Lovely to having you in Zambia as
yeah,
well. I think I saw also from Botswana as well. There's some
yeah.
it's quite amazing. And it's such a it keeps you quite busy now to keep you're traveling quite a lot, also growing the brand itself, bringing for me I'm seeing this vision where it just be not just you wanting to have the product, you want to share with the rest of Africa to finally grow their own apple, an apple that can really keep a doctor away, right? That's and then you also work also with the university, right? The other day, maybe you can tell us what you did with the university.
Yeah, in Kenya, we have been able to move some counties, which are also doing very well. And joy for our government to trust you, even with a government university, is not easy, but we have to do it because most of universities have very big or chunk of land, which is very idle. And we approached one of the university here in Kenya. It's called Moi University. It's one of the biggest university here in Kenya, and we were able to talk to the vice president, vice chancellor, and he was able to accept. And we made a move of 100 acres, which now are doing very well. Is my joy that we started harvesting already. So, and as a new university, you can imagine this can bring to your new university. So that is far that we are at. We have other university like Chuka University. We also have Maseno, another of these universities that have big land, which is very idle, and it's doing very well. And me seeing them doing all this and now start earning from this, then that will be very, very good. I'm so happy. And let me tell you, Joy, we have now not only here in Kenya, the Moi University, we have
Yeah.
Copper Belt University in Zambia, who also wants to do the same that Moi University is doing. Joy, can you hear me?
Amazing. Yes, amazing. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you.
Okay, amazing. Because the whole here idea is that it was an idle land, which I love that you said the university have this big chunk of land and they have some, and the concept behind is to make profit for the money for the university, right? And
Yeah.
that's where we come now technically
Yes,
after
yes.
talk about how the money come in with Wambugu Apple. That will come back later. But before that, so we are now having a lot of diaspora here. So how do you see your vision working with the diaspora in your mind? Because we had this discussion when you're in Germany, our listeners here, Kate was here in Germany. We will talk about value addition as well at the end, but we were here and I told her that we have a lot of land. As diaspora, we believe we still have the traditional way of thinking. We need a land, and we have a lot of lands that we invest in Africa, and these are dead capital, so, and we were thinking, how can we support? And maybe you have a concept, we have an idea, and then we came up with ideas. But I'll let you help us to see how you see the vision of the Wambugu Apple with the diasporans who have idle lands there.
Most of these countries that I'm mentioning have been working with them being in diaspora. Most of them, even UK, even Europe, even US, have been working with them. And the farmer, the people, the managers in farm, even here in Kenya, most of the farmers are outside the country and they're in the diaspora. So, but what I do, those are the people, actually, I'm so dedicated to them because this is a person who is not in the farm, in the country, but they want to invest back. Because I've seen people doing invest with like the houses and all that, but some of them give up. But I dedicated myself to this. That given that you're in diaspora, I'll be able to go to your country, to your farm, and I'll be able now to you just give me the 2 people who will be in the farm, whom I am able now to go and train. Like tomorrow, I'll be in Zambia in Lusaka. And this farmer he's I think in diaspora, either US or UK. but he has two people who have been working. We are so close. By the way, we don't know each other with that guy. But let me tell you, the work that we have done is big. And always when he goes back to the country, he says, wow, this is great, because I ensure that the irrigation system, the manure addition and all this, I watch them closely, because I understand that these people are working there, but I also need to develop their farms back to Africa or wherever they are. So this is why I'm so dedicated to them. But I've seen them make it. I've done some videos also, which are amazing. Like in Zimbabwe, is wonderful. Copper Belt in Kitwe, doing very well. Here in Kenya, most of them, they are not here, but already the fruits are being in the market. Imagine someone is consuming their fruits and they're in diaspora. So it's a joy, it's a great honor, and I feel so good when you see people, because I really understand a joy that everyone would want to make up in life. And as I say, this is not a labor intensive thing. So you only need to make a system of irrigation, or the whole system in the farm, and then everything will move very well. But this also needs support from us, being the Wambugu Apple, of which you have really tried to give this kind of support. And I thank you, Joy, even for doing this. When I came to Germany, you could see when you're walking in the fruit logistica, some of them saying, "Oh, Kate is here," and I felt so good, because so these are some of the people that we walk through online, a video call, and then I try to explain to them. So for diaspora, I think I'm up to task, and things will move very well.
And I think the digital business, the digital space has helped a lot, because you have thousands. I don't know how many groups. I saw you one. I think I'm in Zambia one. I just decided, how does this lady function with all these groups? So for you, the digital space has helped you a lot, enough of connecting the farmers so they can ask their questions, they can answer, they can make photo, they can show you how they are. And I remember, because what I say that, because like my mother, the first time when we interviewed is around 20, I think it's 2020. Was it 2020 we interviewed you? And I said, I have to start. And I bought some plants, and my mother is just telling me she's eating forever. And now she has, I don't know, an orange tree that is growing. And she's telling me, but just make a photo and send to Wambu. She doesn't have to come, they are very busy people, and they can answer you quickly what to do. So this has helped a lot of farmers, and I see on this WhatsApp group, these are the questions. The digital space has helped a lot in that, and that comes in with the diaspora, right? So if the diaspora, I know most of us, as I was mentioning, some of our members are also farming from here, but the technology, the WhatsApp, even some of them have hotels, they make the beds with WhatsApp showing the people on the ground to see whether it's done properly before a guest come in from the diaspora. So it's doable. That's what I'm trying to say here when diaspora. So I can see people are listening. Start throwing in your question as we go on. But now we are going to go to the technical part. Technical part now saying that let's talk business. So how is the market for apples? Because when you're going into this, is a business. It's a business concept. You want to make money. You want to invest in the idle land, because the dead capital, get something out of it. How is the business side, especially the market? How are the markets in there? Because without the market, there is no point of starting. But how is the market? Can you share with us? And how does that go in terms technically, how to manage it?
Yeah, Joy, is for the market. I'm happy that here with me, I have my husband who has been helping me on this about the market, because this we have been learning with the whole family. And for me, I have been able to do the awareness and all that. And he, as we came with him in Germany, he has also helped me to do the market and also to handle the market. And I think he will be able to tell us more about the market. He's here.
Let him come. I remember with him there, he can tell us. I know you don't like you too. I like the way you are. You do the market business, and I'm happy he's there. He can come and tell us, how is the market? Is it interesting for anyone going into business? Where is he?
Yeah, right.
Andrew. Oh, nice to see you again.
Hi, Joy.
I like that when a family work together, you two, you're just inseparable, and everybody has their line. And I like that. And so maybe you can help us out to help the diaspora understand the market. When if this a good business to start planting apples into the island, and how does that look like?
Thank you
But
so
also
much. And
introduce yourself. First of all, tell them who you
yeah,
are.
my name
I
is
know,
Matthew.
I know. Kate is a camera person, but today you're on spot.
Yeah, so my name is Matthew Jenga, and Kate is my wife. Uh, I always play the background. Very rarely that I come to the camera so much, because my job is to support her for her to succeed. And right now we have reached to a point that we need to bring in the issue of the market, because Kate has been a very good ambassador, telling the farmers they can make use of their idle wherever it is, and she can work together with them and make sure that they succeed. But now comes the issue of, okay, after you have succeeded, you have fruits, where are you going to sell the fruits? And I think that is the most important part. And like I always say, it is putting the money back to your pocket, removing it from your farm and bringing the money back to your pocket. And that is where that I always support Kate on that. And I can assure you, and I can say that when we are in Germany, we came up and we wanted to go to the value addition part of it, because initially, like from last year, from June, we have already imported a machine from Israel that does the grading, the packing, and the cleaning of the apples. But we realized that even if we do that, we are going to be having, because the machine that we have is only for the grading, and it does grading on grade number 1, number 2, and number 3. So you make a choice out of the grades, which one you are selling, which one you're supposed to call a reject. So my job comes into what we call the post-harvest management. How do you manage and it doesn't go to losses? And when we imported that machine, we realized that a lot of farmers are going to be left with either grade number 2 or grade number 3. And we decided, and we have not just decided, we have already identified a machine that is going to do the value addition part of it. It is going to make up the crisps, and also it's going to slice, make the crisps, and pack them. As we speak right now, we are working on the packaging material. We are working on how it is supposed to look like. We are still having some ideas, because already number one, we have already gotten the machine. We have already gotten the machine, but I don't know if it's supposed to look like something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's something that's going to look like that. Yeah, so we are working on the packaging.
And the
It's called
packaging, wow.
it's called the Slice Apple. It's going to be freeze dried, and then it's going to be the shelf. The reason that we have gone to this route, we want to give Wambugu Apples farmers value to their money. Initially, that fruit could go like about something like about 20 Kenya shillings, or maybe 0.20, less than $0.2. But right now, we are going to increase it to something like about $0.6 per fruit, which is going to give value for the farmers when we do the freeze drying. And also it is going to give it a lot of because it is freeze drying and giving it a life shelf of 5 years. So a lot of farmers are not supposed to worry, because we have approached quite a number of supermarkets here locally. They are willing to take the fruits. And last year we were in Dubai, and we are given that they can take a lot of the dried fruits from us. So the problem that we have right now, we doesn't have the fruits, but we have the orders. So we need to meet
So
up
the
on that.
market is there. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
You
Yeah, we
cannot
have the market.
exhaust the market.
Yeah, we can't even a minute. We cannot exhaust it,
And
because you're
only
going to be
go
yeah.
ahead.
It is going to be the first. It is going to be the first one in the country. So a lot of people are going to have a taste of the first ever freeze-dried fruits in the country.
I'm happy we managed to get all that sorted and all ready to go in terms of traveling. And so what I'm hearing from you is that there's a lot of market. So whichever value addition, whether because you have already the machines that you have, and they are able to also take the farmer's apple with you. You can take the farmers and do the value addition with your machine instead of them buying the machine. Because when I remember, the machines were all producing like so much within an hour a ton. So you need a lot of apples. So there's no point of so many people buying. So meaning the small scale buyers and the large scale people can always work with you to scale up, and you buy their apple. So that means even you're a buyer in a way. So this looks like an amazing opportunity there. And we're talking now, this is Kenya. So you're in Kenya, and I think you can also bring from Uganda, the East Africa. They're very good they're able to work with you in that area. So I'm so happy to hear that. And I hope everybody is listening to this. We still have our people on. Ask your question. I'll be going to your questions and I'll leave the technical part. I think we have now, yes, there is a market. We have the land, so what are we waiting for? So I would like now to bring back Kate to tell us now the farming side, the technical of now the farming side, how does that look like? Because we need to know how the farm, in terms of how big land do someone need to get started with the Wambugu Apple, and also how is the planting taking, how long? How can somebody just start? How is the capital to get started? Things like that. If she's around, she can come. I can see her. You're getting her. She must have shaped her. But as we are coming to that, let me wait for people to keep asking their questions as they're coming in. But thank you so much, Andrew, for that. And I love that the business, and I like, we always say women are doers. Yeah, we do things, but then the man, they how they say, they know how to say it and put it in practice, especially with the paperwork and all those. And I'm still not saying the women cannot, but it brings another mindset in it, where the partner male can support a lot in that. And I can see a lot of people right here from Botswana here. Botswana is here. There's a school feeding primary that entitled that all schools going children are fed at school. Apples are their favorite fruit. So there is a huge market already. That is Botswana. If you're from Botswana, there you go. Someone else is mentioned. There's another one. Kate, when your partner with the institutions such as Belt University in Zambia, what service are you providing? Are you advising on how to farm apples or licensing the brand or something else? We'll come back to the question. Just hold that thought there. Let's first of all get the last part, and then we go to the question. Keep throwing them now from now on, and we can. So, Kate, I was just asking now the farming side. Now, I have a land. How big should that be? And how long does it take? How many? How does it get started? Do we get the seedling from you? Do we buy the seedling from you? And then the process, and how long do I get to harvesting? Take us that journey as a farmer, because now I know that is your part. And how many apples are there? Do I expect from how fast? And when should I start making the money?
Wow. Wambugu apples is so amazing, because once you plant like today, because the preparation is very easy, you need to have manure, but the most important is water. Water and manure, and then from there you are able to start off. Because like us, we had to do the borehole, because we were depending on another it's a stream, but it was not reliable, so we had to do a borehole, which is now being is a bit reliable, because we are able to get like 40 cubic per hour. That is 40,000 per every hour. So water is the most important. And when you plant today, because we give you a very mature seedling, which is already very, very, it can be able to handle the shock and also the stresses, so it can be able to pick up very well. So within 9 months after planting, then that one can be able now to give you fruits. And it can even fruit earlier, like 4 or 5 months, but if it can fruit that early, you're supposed to discourage the fruiting. You just remove the flowers and put them throw them away, and allow this tree to build up the muscles. Because I've seen many cases even in our farm. Don't be in a hurry. Just allow the tree to build the muscles. It's like a little girl or teenager pregnancy. pregnant girl. So you don't expect that girl to have even the muscles of giving birth. So it's the same thing with the trees. We allow them to build the muscles. We allow them to build the branches, which can be able now to carry more fruits. When you plant Wambugu apples like today, you give it 9 months, and 9 months can give you around 40 fruits. And again, you don't allow a lot of fruits because it can even give you 200 flowers, but don't allow then that much because still is still young. So just allow like 30 to 40 fruits in the first year. And remember, once you harvest today, in the same tree, the Wambugu apple will start fruiting again. So you see that in the same tree that you have flowers, you have small fruits, and you have the big one that you are fruiting. So it goes around like this in the whole year. So the first year you allow 30 or 40 fruits. Then the second year you can allow like 150 or 200. Then the full maturity year is more than the fifth year. So that one now you can have the 300, 500 fruits because the tree is already big and able to carry all these fruits. So that is how you do it. And then the other thing is every harvest you do, you add on manure. So, and we use a well decomposed manure because the manure, you cannot get the manure from the cow house and then you come and apply and think that you're feeding your trees. You need to give that manure not less than 61 days. That will be well decomposed. So because you be a farmer, it's good also to take some preparation prior to the application of manure. So as soon as you harvest, you apply the manure. And we have as farmers, we have this trend that you know that you are manuring next week, so you buy manure today. You think that next week you got to apply, but you're not sure that whether that manure from the A farmer who you bought the manure from is well decomposed. So you need to be 100% sure. So by then, be buying manure and put it in your farm. You're able to watch and see. This is now over 61 days. So I'm able to be 100%. When I take it to the farm, the tree will be able to enjoy the food that you are serving. So from there, now after it's like after every 4 months, because Wambugu apple will give you flowers today, then after 3 months, that will be fruit. So that third month, then you apply the manure again. So it rotates like that. And it's also help the soil also. You improve the nutrition or the texture of your soil. So application of manure is very important. You can, for those who have biogas, can use that biogas juice. I will call it juice. It's very good for the trees. And this one, we ensure that your fruits are quality. They are good, they are juicy, and you are able even to the market that with 4 or 5 fruits makes a kilo. So that's why it's very much important to apply the manure regularly, and also water very regular. Water you can be doing twice in a year. I mean, twice in a week. Oh my God, twice in a week, so that you are able now to make sure that the flowers that are coming out, if the plant doesn't get enough water, then what it means, within a short time, your flowers will abort. If they will not abort, the fruits that will be there will be very tiny, and also they will not be juicy. So watering is very important. You do it like after every 2 days. I mean 3 days, or 2 times in a week. If your area is a bit wet, you can be doing once in a week. And also those are some of these things that we follow up, like we exercise in our family, do a lot of mulching. So when you mulch, the evaporation of the water will not be there. For those who you use shade net, so that it is able to cover. When the water is there, you cannot be able to lose your water much. So that is the most important. And I think with that, then you are able to know that you are now on business.
Wow. I hear a very structured way. It's sort of like an eco. And as I said, Wambugu apple is organic. So everything has to come organic. So that means you need a lot of water. Some of you have already lands. And if you have already water, meaning a borehole, and that is the starting point. And then I hear a lot of manure. So you can start doing kettles or cows or something like that. If you need to own the owner of the manure, so you can have cows. And what else did I hear that? And also there was rabbits for the urine because of something. Can you remind us what it was about?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about. We use a lot of. Remember, you're doing farming. There are those people who can do intercrop. With the Wambugu apples, you can do vegetables. You can do also other fruits also, and you be able to realize there are some flies or insects. And because we are doing it organic, rabbit urine or keeping the rabbit is very important because the rabbit urine is very good. Is a good for you, and also is very good for pesticide. It can also keep off most of the cutworm and also some aphids. And this is very important because when you apply the rabbit, they don't like the rabbit urine. So and thus we use that trick that whatever you don't like is what you put because also you are interfering with our fruits. And also you can do the hot chili. Hot chili is very important. You can plant it in your farm randomly or strategically, and there are some flies that will not want to see or to smell the chili. So the rabbit, you just put keep the rabbit because the rabbits when you have like a male and a female, within 2 months you have like 20 of them. You'll be now looking for market also, but it's good. You correct a lot of urine and you can be able to spray. You can always tell a tree which is managed by the rabbit urine is always shining. It has this kind of like foundation, not it's like a conditioner you're putting on the trees. And when the tree has healthy leaves, this one tells you the feeding of that tree is super. So rabbit urine is one of it. So it can be able to manage the trees well, and it's also an insecticide. So it's good. So, sometimes Joy, people ask, "Hi, Kate, what do you mean by rabbit urine?" But it's the best actually.
I know. I heard about it, and I like the idea that you use what the other doesn't like to stop the other one. Because anyway, at the end of the day, that's what the chemicals are. They use chemicals to stop one particular weed and another one for the other, and so you can do it organically. And I love that. And Wambugu Apple doesn't need so much as you said. So this is very, very, and I can hear there's a lot of support being done. So don't feel shy that it's gonna be you'll be alone. As you can hear, you can have people working for you on the ground, and she works with them. So I love that concept, and that way they can be able to work with the person, and you will be overlooking the product and as you enjoy the fruit of your labor. And I would want to ask more, but let me leave people to ask more questions, and so that they can be the ones coming in, because we did talk a little bit of value addition, which is something that I want to go into as well, if you don't mind. The value addition, and it was mentioned by Andrew, your husband, just a minute ago, where moving on now because of the wastage. There's a lot of food of wastage because either they don't reach the grade that is needed in the market. Because I saw you got you got a machine already for packaging. So you're looking now for value addition. So the value addition part you've mentioned. So you're going to have the crisps. You're changing them to crisps. Soon having the juice and this value addition. How do you see Diaspora coming in that area of the value addition?
You see, thank you so much, Joy. The Diaspora, one of the things that maybe like you who is based in Germany, we can be selling some already packed produce to you, and you can market for us locally. And our friends and our families in diaspora can also enjoy, because we are intending that to spread it all over the world. And our diaspora people, maybe even somebody has a small shop somewhere in this world, and he can stock a few, maybe 2-3 boxes for the diaspora to enjoy a product from Kenya. Still, they can chip in, and we can have a discussion on that. And maybe somebody want to become an investor, and you want to invest. He doesn't want to go to farming. He doesn't want it, but he wants just to become an investor. We can always agree to become a distributor for the apple crisps and for the other product, so they can chip in. It's a plug and play for us. So as long as somebody can come, we can explain, we see where that person can fit in, then it's a plug and play, no much.
Fantastic. I like that. I like that. And I've thrown a link there. It's a form that we have come up with for those ones who are listening. Sign in, fill in there. If you can see it, if you haven't seen it, let me know. I'll put it in the other group that I can't see here, because we are going to contact you depending on how you want to be helped. So we are thinking of having groups where they'll be we'll have all this all our all a group where you can explain much more in details in topics that of your interest. See that, check on that form, is on the chat. And then you also have one-to-one, and I have to tell you that Wambugu Apple Farm, they invite you as well to come there in person. So if you are interested with that, you can do that as well on the form, because when you're there, you can see and hear it yourself. And also, I think you also do group visits, right? They do come like groups, or is it one-to-one, something like that? Maybe you can explain a little bit on that.
Yeah, most okay, like most of the African countries, Kate has, I think, around 57 groups of different countries. So depending on which country you are from, especially in Africa, to just go to the inbox of Kate and say that I'm from Zambia, I'm from Botswana, I'm from Namibia. He's going to add you to that group, because what usually happens, we always do some meetings with our farmers on the group, and we explain, they ask questions, they send us pictures on how their farms look like, and then we assist, because it is virtual. And in all those groups also, there are agronomists in each and every group, that you have a question, your farm has a problem, you just put in the picture, and our agronomist is going to pick it up and answer you and advise you accordingly. So we have, like, Kate has almost like about 60 groups of different countries.
Now we're going to introduce the diaspora ones, because the diaspora are not there. They're not in the country. That's a bucket that we need to create. And I've given up a link there where you can fill in and tell us what you're interested in the group, and that's somewhere we can start from, so that we can really help the diaspora, because the diaspora is and you'll know with time that we are very naive sometimes, and very careful who we will do business with, because we have been damaged a lot. We work with relatives or something, like people we trusted so much, but it never worked out. So there is that part of where encouragement within ourselves, that to show that somebody else has done, I can also do it. And that's something that we're going to do for the future. So I'm going now to the questions. And I think there's one part we wanted to talk about and we haven't. How was your visit in Germany? By the way, have you all warmed up?
Yes, you have warmed up. We have thrown away the jackets, and it was nice, and it was a very good experience for us as a family also, and business-wise. We met a lot of people, we made new connections, and we are working on them. And very soon, the impact of the German visit is going to be felt also in Kenya.
Wow, that's nice.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
To hear that, that's the connection there. Also, it was your first time also in Germany, so I love the idea of all business people, African business, to really go to the other countries, because apples actually is a European product, so there is so much to learn.
There's a lot of, we found a lot of things that a lot of people are doing apples. That it was an eye opener for us also, as a country and as individuals and as the plant breeders. It is an opener for us.
And soon, maybe we could be seeing Wambugu apples in our supermarkets, right?
Very soon. Very soon.
So thank you so much for those tips. So let's go straight to the questions now. I'll start from on top to see where we are with question here. Okay, question. Kate, this is for Kate. Are the Wambugu apples genetically modified, or what was the uniqueness that made them have a patent?
Yeah, it's not genetically modified. It's just grafted out of, my dad did like grafted 4 trees, different, mix them up, and that's how he was able to come up with the Wambugu apples. So it's not a GMO at all. It's just playing around with the tree, and then it give you some. That's amazing. But that's the biggest secret of yeah, it is a big secret of my father. So we only give you that, but it's not. It's only grafted. Even if we sell to you, you'll be able to see where we did the grafting.
Wonderful, wonderful. And it's a unique product, I'm telling you. Did you bring apples? You don't have apple there? You can show us. It's such a beautiful one. I'm sure you have some apples in the house somewhere. You cannot be... or you've had enough of apples that you don't want to see them around you.
Like now I'm going to Zambia. They are already producing. So I no longer take them there. What I will take to them is dragon fruit, which they are doing right now. And I have many here. I wish I can give like this.
If you can show us, that would be nice. Okay. You can show us here on camera if you have a second, as we put up the questions here. And then there's another question here. Let us know how we can connect when you are in Zambia. I would love to bump some ideas. This is someone from Chill. In the comments there, we'll put some information just so that I shared the link there. Fill it in there, and then we have your contacts, and we'll put a comment box there for what you would like to do, so that you can also connect with them directly. That's fine. And then what other question do we have here? Do you have any in Tanzania? Are you in Tanzania?
Yeah, we are in Tanzania. We are doing in Tanzania, in Zanzibar, Dar es Salaam. We are doing, yes. Yeah, we are doing in Tanzania. It's doing very well in Tanzania.
Can you tell them the story of it Namibia? Because the soil there was sand, like the lake, seaside sand, white sand.
Yeah, sandy soil. Yeah, sandy soil. Actually, their soil is, I don't know, okay, soil because it's what they're having, but it's amazing that sandy soil Wambugu apples is doing very well. In Namibia, we did in Botswana also. And Namibia actually is thriving very, very well. Wendiva and Ochakati, all these places, they are doing quite okay. And it's amazing that sandy soil, given that it's almost the sandy soil that we build our houses with here in Kenya, but it's doing quite good. So what we need is only manure and watering. With that, we are done, and we are good, and we are good to go. So yeah, it's doing very well. Botswana, people know that is Kalahari Desert there, and I was there a few day after yesterday. It's very hot because and their soil, when the sandy soil becomes hot, and you feel as if it's burning you. Yes, Joy.
Okay, I hope you're not going to lose you there. Are you still there? And there's another one question here, which is a little bit related to it. Can this translate in West African countries, now that you're talking about Tanzania? So we've had you in Tanzania. So now they're asking about East Africa. East Africa, they're there. So the West African countries they're asking, and I know you're in Ghana. Could you consult them that you're there?
Okay. Welcome back. All right. I didn't hear you.
Now the question for now, there's a West African, they're asking if you're also there.
Yes, we are there in Nigeria. We are there in Ghana. We have been there especially in Kumasi, in part of Accra, skirts of Accra. It's doing well in Cameroon. These are some countries that have gone there just this year. Sierra Leone, Liberia, they are doing quite okay. Next week I will be in Togo. Togo is doing very, very well. So the most important thing is manure and watering. Without manure, don't even think of starting. Just make sure that you fix water. Manure you can buy from the neighbor, but water you cannot be buying now and then. So once you fix water, then you're good to go. And it's a journey that we walk together. West Africa, yes. So all those countries have been there. Benin also. So it's doing quite okay.
So I'll bring back this question that we went through before. They were saying when you're partner with institutions such as Copperbelt University in Zambia, what services are you providing? Are you advising on how to farm apples or licensing the brand or something else?
Like here in Kenya, more university, mostly like even Copperbelt, who the VC of Copperbelt is also interested in this. But looking at the market of Apple, they have market in Zambia, and we have people that are buying, they are off taking all the produce in Zambia. So what I do is just a connection now after working with you, and now the produce is there, then I give you to the people who are buying the fruits. So we are advising how Apple licensing their own country is the one that will do the licensing, and more so for the apple farming. I'm not seeing them with this licensing. Mostly is the once you take it to the market. Then for them, if they are doing the value addition or they want to pack, because like Zambia, I believe they not yet are doing the packing, but it's a journey that you are walking. And I could see many farmers that they want now to start packing them. So, but what I do is that I'm able to give technical support to the university and also to other farmers. But for the market now, I forward it to the people who are very much interested of eating some of these fruits. Yep.
Wow, fantastic. Then there's another question here. I love that. In terms of value addition, you mentioned dried apple. Is there any other value products in the pipeline?
Yeah, we'll be doing some juices. And mostly here in Kenya, we got a market that will be doing concentrates, because most of the companies who are doing juices, who are doing wine, so we'll be doing the concentrate for them instead of them importing the concentrates and going short of the concentrates. So we'll be selling to them, and also we'll be doing some juices. And out of all that, the waste of Wambugu apples will becomes animal feed. So these are the products that you'll be having. Yes.
So there's a continuity of it. So there's somebody else. Can someone in diaspora invest in your farming and get returns?
Returns, yes.
That one I think is
100%. That one, like we are a good example. We are getting good returns. Yes, yes. And yeah, because you're not. It's not like maize that you are buying the seeds like now and then. Once you plant it now, within the 9 months or within 1 year, you are able to start harvesting. And once you start harvesting, is over 8 years. So you can imagine, and you break even at the second or third year. Yeah, so that year you'll be able to break even.
This question is different, Kate. So this person doesn't want to be a farmer. Yeah. This person
okay.
just want to come and help, give you money, invest into you. You continue doing whatever you want, and then they get a return on investment. I think.
Okay. I get you. I get it. Okay. Yeah, it is possible. It's possible.
Andrew had mentioned something, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's possible. Matthew did.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's possible. You can invest, but for you to get the returns, it's something that we can pick it up. I can promise you that something that we can pick it up. We see the area that the person comes in, and then they can invest, and we can see how we can work together on that. So my answer is yes.
Fantastic. That's good opportunity. That's part like investing in things that they know they're far. They cannot always do this thing on their own. So that was that. I would love to hear more about how someone can start farming remotely. The process described sounds like I need to do some on the ground and supervise the process. So register on that link that I gave you, and then we can follow up from there. This is a very long one. Can you describe the primary method of value addition you employ for Wambugu apples to enhance their market appeal? What inspired you to focus on the value addition for Wambugu apple? How was the impact for your business model? Can you share any innovative value? And these are a lot of questions, my dear. So what we'll do with you, some of them were answered. How do you ensure the quality of your value? We can have one-to-one discussion because this is more individual person. So if you don't mind, if you want to answer all this, is a lot of more of a business model. That's what I hear here. So we can follow up because there's quite a lot of questions in there. We can follow it up in a one-to-one meeting if you don't mind. That was Kind Heart Organization Kenya. Please, there's a link I've shared on the WhatsApp. If you haven't seen it, let me know that you can register there. I'll put it later in all comments so that we can follow up with you one-to-one, because some of these questions are very technical and you need proper answers, and we cannot answer here because of the time, but we will be able to follow up with you. Also, there's another, is there a question? Is this amazing for sure? How does Wambugu compete with other brands locally and international? In terms of local, you have no competitors, right? But anyway, go ahead, answer.
There's no competition because
there's only one Wambugu Apples.
It's only one Wambugu Apples. So there's no, and as I say, it's crunchy, it's juicy, and when you taste it, you will be able to know this is the best.
Of course, internationally there is also but maybe you can tell them the uniqueness of the apple, why it makes them very competitive with the others.
Joy, I would say that is because we do this organically, and let me tell you, when you do organic, you are good to go. The demand for organic product is super, and as I say, explain that you just need to make sure that you're not using like chemicals and all other things to interfere with the normal way of apple. And our apples are very big, so you don't need to do some hormones to make it bigger. So it's already big enough, and what you need is manure and watering, just that. And for the international market, we've got the market. Mostly we'll be doing in Walmart. I know most of them knows Walmart, so that is we'll be taking our products and now the local market that we have.
Okay.
Enjoy. I have this.
There you go. I've not tasted this fruit. I can't wait to get hold of it.
Nice. So we do intercrop. Sorry, we do intercrop with Wambugu apples.
What that is first, because not everybody know what that is.
Oh,
that's not Wambugu apple.
Yeah, the Wambugu apple. This is not Wambugu apple, but this is dragon fruit also. We also do peaches. So some of these fruits we do intercrop with them, and they bred very well. So you can have an apple, and then you can have a dragon fruit, you can have a peach, you can have grapes. So this is already on season. We are harvesting the dragon apples. They're still yet to be harvested. And when the apples are almost to be harvested, we can be able to sell the dragon fruit. I believe, Joy, you saw that machine that the freeze drying, that they did the freeze drying of the dragon fruit, and you can remember how amazing it was.
I know.
This one is almost 1 kilo. You can say it's half, and some point of almost half a kilo. I mean, of almost a kilo. So the two is above 1 kilo. The two, they are very heavy.
The most expensive fruit in the market.
Yeah, this one mostly how many euros?
Let's see.
Because it's like in Kenya, it's almost 800.
800 Kenya. So that's around. Let's do a little bit of mathematics. Anyway, the Kenya shilling is going down here. For 800, we're looking at let's give it 150. So it's around €5. €5 for one. That's expensive. That's expensive.
Show you how it is yummy inside.
Look at the way.
I wish you see me crunching Wambugu apples, but this is how it is.
I can't wait, because is it the same? The other, yours is more redder, and the one we saw in this, it was white.
It's white. This one is sweeter. The white one is not sweet, but this one is sweet. And also we have the yellow dragon. Whatever you are seeing is always yellow. So these are things that you do the intercrop with Wambugu apples. So you're able to enjoy many things. Yeah,
wow.
So how you do it.
My friend from, wow. And you peel it so simple like banana.
Yes. It's so sweet.
Oh, you enjoy it, and we just admire you. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it's soft. And it's
So
nutritious. I
sweet.
can see it's good for your skin because of the purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
So
and all the
sweet.
nutrients. And Wambugu,
Yes.
you're making us so envious now. We're gonna start this business. We better just get it. I'm getting
Yes.
that one. That's the next one in my in the farm, as I told you. That's
Wow.
next.
You,
Looks
you can
very,
imagine how I'm feeling, eh?
it looks like a cactus. It didn't look so complicated, the plant.
Yes.
So I have
You
here
don't
my
need
friend
a lot of water.
from Germany here, and she's saying
Mm.
instead of FGM, Burkina Faso, Paso for land for some victims of FGM to feed their family and sell in the dry season. Which plant to grow as medicine means? I don't know what she meant by that. Um, Matilda, if you can write that in German, I can maybe translate it easier. I don't know what you mean, but what I understand, Burkina Faso, they have an organization there, and they would like to create capital for them. And but they have dry season, and they're asking which plant would grow in dry season, because for you, you said it's very important to have water, because if it's dry, it doesn't matter so long as they have water, right? And
Yes, as long as they have water, then you're good to go. You just now do the drip irrigation, also to try to minimize the watering. Yeah, so water, that's your.
Okay. So how does the investment option work? Investment, minimum investment, please. Thank you. Right. We'll put the link there. Have one-to-one, because these are, we cannot just say it right now, but it's an individual discussion. But it's possible to invest in Wambugu Apple. It's a company, of course, and I'm sure they have few shares. Are you already in the stock market? Probably. I'm prophesying for you guys. You're already in the stock market. You can start selling shares very soon for the diaspora to invest in you. So anyway, so in a sentence, how can African diaspora start smart farming with Wambugu apples? I will fill out the form, but wanted to hear a statement on this. I thought we have been saying this a lot, but we will repeat again. Diaspora, smart farming, meaning this is just not you. No, when we talk about smart farming, is using products or growing products in a small area and can bring you, you can invest and get value out of it by quick production, and also good for health. That is organic this time. So smart farming is things like you can grow strawberry in a small area, mushroom, these are products that are quick and healthy. And now we're talking about Wambugu apple, which grows for 8 months. 8 months, right? I'm becoming your ambassador very soon. 8 months, I was getting it there. And then, so I'm just trying to explain to that. Then maybe you can top it up where now you come in. So when you decide to have a land and you now have an idle land, and the first thing is to make sure you have water. So for you as the diaspora to start smart farming, and that meaning you can grow a Wambugu apple, and the fruit that you're seeing there, dragon fruit, and she gave you tips of chilies, which is also you can sell chilies too, and also protect your land, and quite a lot of things. But water is number one, and manure. So in your island, you have those two already, then you're ready to start growing the apples. And you have, as you've had, there's a lot of market. The market is beyond. It depends which country you are, Chill. So if you are or that's one option, using your farm. The second option is to invest. You have been given an opportunity. You can invest into Wambugu apples, and also invest in others. Maybe we have a diaspora who have a land, but they don't have the money to run it, but they can rent you the land, and you do the work on their land where you rent it, which is a bit a tricky business there, but it's doable. And what other option did we miss?
I guess that's all, because you break even at the third year. So the second year, you're already making money. So it's not actually that you wait for 20 years for you to start investing. So that's all. So it's a good investment, yeah. The most important
So-
is water.
So let me also break down. This question is also good because you can tell them your seedling, because it's always one standardized price. So how can we access the seedling in Tanzania? Do you have any representative ABI service can access in your absence? But also tell us how much is your seedling, because seedlings is them also they have to buy from you, and I know it's a standardized price. You can talk that in answering that question.
Yeah, once our seedlings are quality, we don't compromise on the quality, and we ensure that whatever we are selling to you is good and standard. So one tree is normally $10. I don't know how many $10 in euros. Sorry, really, you can tell me that is the standard of our seedling, and we do deliveries. Sometimes I go physically to the country because I combine farmers together. Like let's say like Tanzania, I bring all the farmers together for Tanzania because there's a minimum order for a country. For me to come there, you must have like 1,500 or 2,000 trees. But maybe you don't want, you are not ready to do such numbers. So we combine farmers together for Tanzania or for Zambia or for Botswana or whichever, or Nigeria or Ghana. We bring them together, and then you start ordering. We put a minimum of 50 per person. So that one will be able now to come, train you, which I don't charge, and the flight, which I don't charge. So the shipping will be free. It's only that I put a minimum of the numbers. So because 1 acre would take like 600 or 800 trees per acre. So if you're doing 10 acres, you multiply 10 acres, multiply by 800 trees. So then this you bring, we bring together our forces. Or if you are importing alone, then you can come. Or you can visit us in our farm. Joy, did you know that we do our training in our farm? Is an open. We host people from different countries. We have cottages for you. We don't charge them. You just come, and it's I prove to you that you like the standard, and we make our farmers comfortable as they do that, and we don't charge us. We give you dinner, we give you breakfast, we give you lunch, and then we take you through so that when you are going back to the farm or to your country, you are able to know this is. You can bring maybe those who are in diaspora. You can bring your farm manager. We can take the person through within 3 or 4 days. That person will be super because we normally combine together with our workers and we train together, and actually we make a very good time, and they are able to learn a lot. So when you're going back, you're able now to do it. So it's open. You just come when you're live in our airport, Jomo Kenyatta. Then we pick you up, and then we take you to the farm, and we're able to train you. So I can also come to your country. Maybe you are there. We want me to take you through, and I do that. So is a good thing. So with the form and also the group, we are able now to plan all this.
Yeah, great, fantastic. So guys, I think we've really exhausted, and somebody says, yeah, good, thank you, good evening. Oh, somebody's just saying hello again. Wow, that's awesome. 1 acre, 600 trees. You can hear, and it's gonna stay for 80 years, and 30 to 40 the first year you harvest, and then over 150. The best year is 4 and 5 years, 500 fruits. Guys, if you have not started this, I think we all should start this. But first, get the water done, and then you're able to do this. So I want to thank you so much for coming. And as I told everyone there, whoever wants details and more confirmation, please follow up, register on that link I've put on your WhatsApp already, so that you can not WhatsApp on the comments below, because what we are going to do from now, myself and Kate, we are going to have a webinar where you'll come in and now get more details. Let us know whether you are happy in a group or one-to-one, and there are also different options there. And we also leave a comment on that form for you to fill up anything else you'd want to know. If you're into investment, because that one has come up, we're going to add in there as well, so that we can already start conversating. This will be an ongoing discussion. This is not the last time we'll come here telling you more, inviting you more as well. As I say, they are ready for you in any form of way, and I'm very excited. We are also partnering them with them so many other ways, supporting as well. As much as you know, we are Africa Women in Trade as well for the organization from Awe. We are always there. So any parting shot for you? I know you're tired. Tomorrow you're getting your back into the farm. Do you have any oh, these ones are very interesting, sorry, but I have to comment here. These are also for men. This is not only for women. This is also for men. We are not limiting the lessons. Even this discussions here is open for everyone, and Awe also deals with men as well. So Adele, feel free to join us in that form. Is on for everyone, any farmer, anywhere, men, women, young, old. Let's go for it, Diaspora. We can do this. So I'm going to hand over to you to give us your parting shot so that we let you relax. It's very late in Kenya right now.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for having me, Joy. Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here. And for those of us who are in Zambia, I'll be there. And those of us who are in West Africa will be in Togo. So that is in general, just for the farmers. And it's my joy to work with the farmers and see them making money. It's the best thing. So for me, I'm grateful. And thank you, Joy, for this. Your passion for us women and also men. You can see I have one here. So thank you very much for building us this way. And when we meet here, we also know that being farmers is not just being poor. It's also we can make money in agriculture. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all, even for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you as well for making time in between your careers and everything else. And thank you for showing us farming is not only for the old, it's for the young, and you can make it. And also family business is working. So that's also something that I can say we've learned here. Even if you are here in the diaspora, we can work somehow. It is possible to do farming with each other. So I can see a lot of thanks there from everyone listening. They have been very attentive listening, and I'm sure they are noting, because some of these things are coming as a surprise to them for the first time. They've never heard about this, but we do have our own brand in Africa, and we can also talk about that, because we should be proud being an innovators in our own country. Even you diaspora, when you go back, you can come up with your own innovators. Africa is open for a lot of innovations, and they are ready for you. And you can see you've been getting a lot of support. I know you've been working more in the family. Very soon you're working with also organizations. Like now you're going to value addition. You work with banks, we work with others to make sure that your products are going. So this is something that Diaspora are there behind you to support you. Also investments, as you can see there. So this is something good that is coming on your way there. So thank you so much for your time. And since I had talked a lot about Awe before, I'm going to end this here and hope to see you again. She's not going anywhere. She'll be coming back again here as we have the one-to-one. Please fill up the form. I'm going back to all the groups. Some of you, they're not there and share with you so that you start registering and we get to know each other. So thank you so much, and have a lovely, wonderful trip to Zambia tomorrow. Say hello to the Zambia people, and also Zambia. We have a lot of diaspora here from Zambia, I can tell you. So we know they will be very keen to hear how they can be taking part in Zambia when you're ready there. So thank you so much, and have a lovely evening. God bless you all. See you later.
All right.
So thank you, everyone who have made it, and we're going to catch up again sometime soon. As Awe, we'll be coming back again next month. Every month we have a webinar. We always have a guest who is speaking, and next time we will also, if you want to be our guest, reach out to us as Diaspora. We are keen on hearing options out there. We are looking at investments in Africa, money market fund. How can you be part of money market fund? All these ideas are coming up in our next discussions, investing as a diaspora back at home. That is the most of this year, 2024. We'll be talking about giving you opportunities. So thank you so much, and I wish you a good evening, and God bless you. Bye for now.